Hello, everyone. So, with WrestleMania less than 2 weeks away, last night on Raw, I kind of saw something, but then I said, nah, it can't be. It's not. But then, as I watched, and I watched this, what was transpiring last night, I have to say, I wanted to come on and I wanted to talk with you guys, girls. I mean, maybe I'm missing something. But so anyway, last night on the March 26th, 2018 episode of Raw, WWE Raw. We had Cena against The Undertaker. Real quick, if you haven't been following, John Cena has been calling out The Undertaker. He's been cutting promos, challenging The Undertaker to come back and have a match with John Cena at WrestleMania. Cena, he's been a three-time loser. In 2018, he lost the Royal Rumble, he lost the Elimination Chamber match, and he lost the fatal five-way or six-way SmackDown opportunity. So now he's actually wants the people to believe, or WWE wants us to believe, that John Cena doesn't have a ticket to go to WrestleMania. There's no place for him at WrestleMania. That's what they want me and you to believe. So John Cena figures the only way he left for him to get a WrestleMania match is with the Undertaker. Oh wow, yeah. Do they really believe? Do they really believe that people think that John Cena is not gonna go to WrestleMania? Can only buy a ticket to WrestleMania? John Cena, who's been the face of the company for the last 14 years, 15 years, he has to go buy a ticket. They won't give him tickets. The WWE won't give him. They won't give him complimentary tickets for himself. The star of the company, he has to go buy a ticket. But anyway, what I caught is Cena's. He's not. I don't know. If he's not that good of an actor. Cena's demeanor was different last night, and then he does this, and this is really just this is taunting, and he we it was I don't know if WWE just showed us glimpses of John Cena turning heel. That's right, you heard me, John Cena turning heel. I know everybody's been talking about it for the last 10 years. Some fans have been begging for it. Some fans are mad because it hasn't happened. But last night, and I can't play the video live. I don't know how other people get away with it on YouTube, but me, if I play 3 seconds of WWE, I get flagged for a copyright, and the video gets blocked. Unreal. But anyway, so I'm just gonna skip and just show you clips. I could actually do like frame by frame. So there you see Cena's laying down, and then he does something curious as Kane is trying to untie the turnbuckle cushion because it was a new no DQ match. There you see in the background, Cena. He does the Undertaker gimmick where he raises up, and he just had this weird look on his face last night. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he turned heel. Well, we'll see. You tell me. I think I'll explain. I'll explain. I know what happened, but I'll explain, and then you can comment and tell me if you agree. So yeah. So there you see he did the get up, and he all throughout his segments last night he just had a different look. And I don't know if it's because his hair is long right now, or he's getting a little older. He's got a couple of crow's eyes. Is that what you call it? Those wrinkles on your eyes. So he was very aggressive last night, even taking a bump on a security railing. He was very aggressive. And see, this is why it's weird because a lot of things Cena has done has gotten him booed, and it's almost become heelish in nature when it wasn't intended to be. And how he gives the five knuckle shuffle, one of the worst moves I've ever seen, worst wrestling move ever. So he's just very aggressive, and this is a nil DQ match. So I guess you see, because this is going to be the theme of this. But while WWE was promoting and showing and telling the story that Cena is something's different with Cena. See, he did the one Undertaker gimmick where he sits up and now look he does this. He does the throat cut, clearly mocking and taunting the Undertaker. More taunting, but isn't it the same thing? Because kayfabe, the Undertaker is a legend. He's been in WWE for 25 years. He is the leader, the unofficial leader of WWE in the locker room. You know, he's got the respect of everybody, and not to mention, most people are scared. And he's definitely got Vince McMahon's respect. And Vince McMahon has even gone on record and during interviews and said that the Undertaker is his favorite character ever. So see, instead of worst ever, it's his favorite character ever. See, that's comic book guy. Anyway, look at this. And Cena, of course, that's where I can't say he's not the greatest actor. He gets by. I think he's a little bit more personable in the when he does movies, you know, comedies. He's trying to get the comedies. He's just an awkward guy. He's just a very awkward guy. Even though he's got the muscles by Flintstones vitamins, and he's very awkward, uncoordinated in the ring. He's just awkward all right. Cena, his persona, his on-screen persona is that of like always tries to come off like the nerdy, uncool guy. That's what the Cena character is. Of course, he's got those outdated uh, jean shorts and the frickin' uh, uh, buy two pairs for $50 sneakers from the trash bin, trash heap. And then look, the third thing he does a choke slam, and he did. And by the way, if you go and watch this, Kane is getting fat. I mean, he's old. He's also another one. I think now he has the record for most matches ever on Raw. And Undertaker Cena lifts him off the choke slam. He couldn't really. He didn't even get him up. This is all Kane executing this move. All Cena did was hold his neck. And then this is where, if you're still with me, this is where it was a really like the oh wow moment, because Cena covers him, and look what he does. He gives straight up heel 101 pin attempt, the arrogant pin attempt on your opponent, and he even puts his hand up to count 1, 2, 3. We never that. Have you ever seen John Cena do that? Never, never. So clearly, the Cena character was different last night, a little bit. Kane breaks out, and they even structured the match as, even though it was a no DQ match, they even structured the match as Cena being the heel, because of his. If you've been watching wrestling, try to watch the patterns of the sequences. You know, the baby face will start off as a house of fire, then the heel will cut him off. Then the heel will go on offense and punish the baby face. The heel will try to make a comeback. Then the heel cut him off again, usually by cheating or something. and then finally it builds up towards the end when it looks like the hero or the baby face is just about done, and then of course the face makes the miraculous comeback, and everybody goes home happy. And there he is, John Cena. With he was definitely, this was a look of surprise. Have you? I mean, it wasn't like the usual Cena where he puts his hand on his head, and he's like, oh, this is like a more dark side. And I'm only doing this. I only wanted to make this video because it's been talked about so much. But anyway, Cena gets the win, and quickly following that segment, Cena goes on to cut yet another promo for a consecutive week. And it's curious, if you go on YouTube, on the WWE channel, so you got to pick up some clues, okay? If the title of the video is John Cena's unfiltered rant on the Undertaker. It's unfiltered. What, he's shooting a shoot promo? Okay, so they came up with a they have to do that now. For YouTube censors and advertisers, you can't even have you can't have certain words with connotations can't be included in the videos of the title. So they gotta say unfiltered rant instead of shoot promo on the Undertaker. But quickly, this promo was even more curious. As you see, Cena is yelling for the Undertaker, Undertaker. This has Vince McMahon's handprints all over it, as Cena is so desperate to go to have the match at WrestleMania. Not so much he's desperate to fight the Undertaker. The story is that Cena is so desperate to have a match at WrestleMania, and he's calling out. He does his usual stuff. The fans, they don't. I keep saying it. I'm gonna make an episode about the WWE Pukeverse fans, who I think just lost right now. They don't know what they're doing. And Cena has them. He uses the cheapest tricks, and he gets them to bite all the time. So I guess kudos to him. And he keeps taunting him, and he's telling the Undertaker, "You got nothing." But he's telling them it's like they was he oh, that was almost like he's trying to call out the Undertaker and insult the Undertaker, but at the same time he was putting over the Undertaker by saying, you're too good to be staying home. The fans love you, and we can have a great match." But Cena's a phony because he's telling the Undertaker, you're gonna let the fans down, the people at home down, Kane down. No, he's going to let you down, John. That's why he's desperate. But anyway, he had, just body language wise, I never saw facial expressions on John Cena's face like he had last night, at least for the promo. Now listen, the Cena character's a phony. He's a kiss ass. So he could do, even next week on the Go Home show, Cena could act, heal it up to try to get some heat on him. And if the Undertaker shows up next week, the crowd's gonna go ape shit. And the Undertaker fans are gonna go ape shit. So the Undertaker just not the Undertaker, Vince McMahon and WWE just have to, in order, because there's no really build up for this match except Cena's carried this, I guess, to sweeten the deal even more for the Undertaker, Mark Calloway. They just said show up on the Go Home show and then just wrestle. What build up could they do, like face to face, if you really think about it, every week leading up to WrestleMania? What's Undertaker's gonna put him through a table? What? It's not worth it. And the Undertaker just he's way past showing up at Raw. So he calls him out, and like I said, see, he just had very, very different look on his face last night. But don't get too excited if you are for Cena turning heel, because at the end of WrestleMania, and this tells me that Undertaker is going to win. Cena will do the favors for the Undertaker, and then at the end of the match, Cena is going to hug the Undertaker, and he's going to give him a blowjob and put him over. And that's how. And then the next night on Raw, he's going to come out, and then he'll cut the babyface promo, putting over the Undertaker, saying how great he is and what an honor it was, and all will be forgotten about. And the heel John Cena will maybe again be another figment of our imagination or a wanting of our fantasies. Okay, that's it. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.